Vijay.
The Azadi conversation, 75 years of our independence, and of course the Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. But more importantly, Har Ghar Tiranga. Does that mean just holding and putting the flag in your house, or is it bringing the country into you and making it a part of you and making it a part of our being? Perhaps the best symbol to instill nationhood. Let's ask the man who's not just steeped in culture, but he's writing a lot about it. And he's, of course, a champion of India's civilizational ethos on foreign soil, the one and only Amish Tripathi. Amish ji, namaste.
Thanks, Anand. Pleasure being here as always.
What does the tricolour mean and this concept of nationhood? How important is the tricolour as a symbol, perhaps, to instill the spirit of nationhood?
You know, Anand, the symbols are what we infuse into it, right? The tricolour is not an ancient symbol, obviously. Our ancient symbol was the Bhagwa flag. But the belief in our way is what you infuse into a symbol actually ends up making it mean a lot more. Our ancestors used to tell us that the Jagruti in a Tirthsthal, in a pilgrimage spot, is not just the natural Jagruti of its place, it's also the devotion that devotees over hundreds and thousands of years go and infuse into that place. It's the same thing with the tricolour. The flag was adopted by our country as we gained independence. It is a symbol of our nationhood, and it is 1.4 billion people who, with their love and devotion, have infused that power.
But 75 years, quite a lot of it that you have seen through as a youngster, as a student, as an employee or somebody who was in the private arena, then moving into writing and then into a space where you are championing the cause for the country. How have you seen Bharat evolve?
75 years is a wonderful place for us, a wonderful time for us to sit and review. What have we achieved in the last 75 years? This year, I'm sitting in the UK. This year, India's GDP will go ahead of the GDP of the UK, our former colonial master. The last time this happened was approximately 150 years ago, right? And our economic growth actually began with the economic reforms of 1991. So what we lost over 150 years, we've recovered in just 30 years. And most estimates will tell you that the next 25 years, purchasing power parity basis, our per capita income, that is each Indian individual's income, will be higher than the per capita income of practically all countries in Europe. The last time this happened was 900 years ago, right? So what we lost over 900 years, we will make up in the next 25.
What are for you, I know we have got many as a country to celebrate over 75 years. What are for you the 3 or 4 Tiranga moments?
The fact that among the former colonized countries, we're the only ones which have remained a democracy over the last, among the few, is a Tiranga moment. The fact that we've had so much social change over the last 70 years, if you think about it, so many backward caste Hindus, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes have become a part, got in, are of the mainstream. They're ruling the election of our president. These are Tiranga moments because inclusion of formerly oppressed people in many other countries has been accompanied with a lot of violence. In India, it happened with almost minimal violence.
The Har Ghar Tiranga, the fact that the Prime Minister said that let's try and put out the flag in every house. They've changed the flag code. They've changed what can be made of the flag be made out of to facilitate this can happen. But there are those who are skeptics who would say, I have patriotism in my heart. Why do I need to put the flag? Why do I need to keep the flag in my house? There are others who would say, why only 15th of August and 26th of January? Why not right through the year, the flag be there all around you to remind you constantly that your first dharma is towards your Rashtra. That means your nation comes first. Where do you stand?
We need our state to be strong. And how will our state be strong? When all of us believe in our nation. A nation is essentially, as was very rightly put, I think it was by Milan Kundera, it's an imagined community. It's a community because all of us believe it's a community. And we will believe it's a community when there are symbols that are important for us. Okay? You have every right to dislike your government. But if you start disliking and hating your own nation, if you start destroying your own nation, it's like you making a hole in the ship you're traveling on. Look, you will sink with the ship, right?
Very well said. Very well said, Amish Tripathi. Always a pleasure speaking with you.
Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai. Happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.